Welcome to the Teachers Talkin' podcast, hosted by Dustin and Ghazali Abdul Wahab. In this podcast, we discuss all things education and teaching, from innovative teaching methods to challenges to strategies and much, much more. In this discussion or roundtable-based podcast, we bring in educators from all around the world to talk about a variety of education topics so that we can support as many teachers as possible. We want this to be a place of inspiration, personal and professional development, and simply a place where we can elevate education together. Welcome to Teachers Talkin'. Well, welcome to episode 8 of Teachers Talkin'. This is the second part of our discussion on AI. This is called The Future of Learning, Exploring AI's Role in Education. As always, I am Dustin, here with my co-host Ghazali. And we are here today with Sila to discuss how we can reshape and enhance the educational landscape through the use of AI. And she is a teacher, so we get a different perspective on AI this week than we did in our previous episode. So we're really excited about that. So Sila, thank you so much for joining us. Would you just start by telling us a little bit about yourself? You know, where are you from? What's your background in education? What do you teach? That sort of thing.
Okay. My name is Sıla and I live in Kayseri, Turkey. In 2013, I graduated from Erciyes University, Department of English Language Teaching, and for the past 10 years, I have been working as an English teacher at a private primary school. I love teaching and learning, and I can say I'm a lifelong learner. That's all. That's me.
Okay, so that's a very succinct and straightforward introduction. So I'll jump in with the first question. What role do you see AI playing in education, and how can it reshape traditional teaching methods?
Okay. AI has the potential to play a transformative role in education. For example, I can say personalized learning. AI can analyze individual learning patterns and adapt teaching materials to suit each student's pace and style. And this personalized approach ensures that students receive tailored content and support addressing their specific needs and strengths. By the help of AI, we can say adaptive learning systems. For example, AI-powered adaptive learning platforms can dynamically adjust the difficulty level of tasks based on a student's progress. And this helps to keep learners challenged but not overwhelmed, and fostering a more effective and engaging learning experience. And what else I can say? AI can handle routine tasks such as grading assessments, allowing teachers to focus on more complex aspects of education, such as providing qualitative feedback, mentoring, and addressing individual student needs. And this can save time and provide more timely feedback to students. And we can use AI as a virtual assistant or tutoring. AI-driven virtual assistants can offer real-time support to our students and answering questions and providing additional explanations. Intelligent tutoring systems can identify areas where a student is struggling and offer targeted assistance, providing a more interactive and immediate learning experience. Also, AI can analyze vast amounts of educational data to identify trends, learning patterns, and areas that need improvement. Educators can use this information to make data-driven decisions and tailor their teaching methods and implement interventions for individual students or entire classrooms. And also, I can say language learning. I am a language teacher, but AI can teach a language for you. AI-powered language learning applications can offer immersive and interactive experiences, providing learners with opportunities to practice and improve their language skills through conversations, feedback, and cultural contexts. And I can talk about virtual reality. AI combined with virtual reality technologies can create immersive learning experiences, as I said before. This allows students to explore, for example, historical events in the past, visit far-off places, or conduct scientific experiments in a virtual environment, and enhancing the understanding of complex concepts. And AI tools are accessible, and they can help make education more accessible to students with diverse learning needs. And for example, speech-to-text and text-to-speech technologies can assist students with reading or writing challenges, ensuring that education is inclusive and accommodating for all. And while AI presents numerous opportunities for enhancing education, it's important to consider ethical implications, privacy concerns, and need for ongoing teacher training to effectively integrate AI into the classroom. And a balance between technology and human interaction is crucial for creating a successful and inclusive educational environment. This is another important point for me.
Wow, and
I think
you've
that's
listed so much
for the
that
first
AI
question.
can do for us. It's amazing. So, do
I
you
know, it's
think,
like, I
a
was
lot of
like, are
teachers
we
may
just
be
talking
afraid
about
because
another teacher, or what are we talking about? There's so, like, she just rattled off
Yeah.
so many things that we could be using it for.
Yes.
My mind's
I'm wondering,
blown right now.
do you think that AI can take over the role of a teacher?
So actually, but AI can be a really good assistant for a teacher. But I think it cannot replace a teacher.
Yeah.
Because we have human touch. Do you understand me? AI just a machine. It's like a machine, but we have human touch. We have to touch our students' hearts, eyes. AI cannot do this.
Yeah, I mean, I love that you said that it could be like a virtual assistant, because all of these things, you named so many positive ways that you can use AI to assist yourself as a teacher, from, ways to plan and ways to engage students and ways to simply help you and save time, quite frankly, because as teachers, we take so much time to do the planning portion. And what I heard in your response was that it can simplify things for us in a lot of different ways. So with that being said, and I think we'll get into some of the specific AI tools that you've used a little later in our discussion, but can you tell us a little bit about what challenges, yet what opportunities educators face when implementing AI in the classroom?
At first, I can talk about challenges. Implementing new technology requires infrastructure and support. Not all educational institutions have the resources to seamlessly integrate AI into existing systems. And another point is teacher training, of course. Many educators may not be familiar with AI tools still, and may feel overwhelmed by the prospect of incorporating them into their teaching methods. Still they don't know how to use AI tools. They when I say AI, they just say AI is ChatGPT. No, it's not. We have many educational AI tools. So in this point, teacher education is really important. And another challenge can be privacy. AI systems often involve the collection and analysis of student data, raising concerns about privacy and security. We should be careful about the privacy concerns. I don't know how, actually, but we have to keep in our minds security problems. Of course, for example, we can clone our voice. This is another security point, I think. It can be positive impact, but there can be a security problem too. And costs are another challenge. Implementing AI in education can involve significant costs, including initial setup, maintenance, and training expenses. In Turkey, it's hard to deal with these cost problems because I use some of AI tools and I need money to take them. But cost is another challenge here. Then I can talk about positive sides of AI. It can be really good personalized tool. It enables personalized learning experiences tailored to individual student needs, allowing educators to address diverse learning styles and paces. And I can talk about efficiency and automation. Automation of routine tasks such as grading and administrative processes can free up educators' time, allowing them to focus on more impactful aspects of teaching and student engagement. We have really too much time. We can have really too much time by using AI. And also AI can analyze large data sets to provide valuable insights and helping educators make informed decisions and they are about teaching methods, curriculum design, and students' interventions, maybe. And also it can assist in creating inclusive learning environments by providing support for students with diverse learning needs and making education more accessible to all. And global learning way, okay. And AI-powered platforms can facilitate collaborative learning experiences and connecting students from different parts of the world and exposing them to diverse perspectives and cultures. I think this is another lovely point because cultural integration or real integration is really important for me. And also, AI can support continuous professional development for educators. Balancing these challenges and opportunities requires a thoughtful and collaborative approach involving educators, administrators, and policymakers and technology developers to ensure the responsible and effective integration of AI in the classroom.
Ghazali, she's like a wealth of information here. Sila,
information bombing. Right?
You are seriously just like, my mind is in so many places. There's so much here. It's incredible.
I got to check. I seriously doubt that this is a person. Are we talking to ChatGPT or something? Sila?
Maybe you.
So you've
Of
told
course.
us about the
I
use of
study my
the AI.
lessons.
you Let's go for something more specific. How do you personally, in your classroom in Turkey, and I also want to know more about Turkey. Is AI prevalently used in Turkey? The teachers in the public schools, private schools, and specifically, how do you integrate AI into your classroom? What do you do? What apps? What's your secrets? Let us know.
I use many tools. I use many tools in AI. For example, I use Magic School. Have you heard it before? Magic School
Yeah.
or EduAID maybe. Hmm?
Yep.
It really help us. For example, I can prepare my lesson plans, worksheets, exams, YouTube video questions with Magic School. It's really completely a teacher assistant. Or if I want to boost my students' listening and speaking skills, I use Play HD. It's a AI voice generator. It creates realistic text-to-speech or text-to-speech sounds. I just write the text on it, then I can choose the language accent, and it turns my text-to-speech. Or I can use image generator tools to improve their creative skills. By the help of AI, I can create picture cards by using my image generators. These are the tools that in my mind that I usually use. It really helps us, and they are really time saver for me.
Are these free, the tools that you're using?
Yes. Magic School, so I can say, not completely, but Play HD, Bing Image Creator, they're totally free.
Awesome. How about in Turkey or even in your school? Have you managed to spread the use of AI to your colleagues and in other classrooms?
Yes. For example, today I invited a conference and I talk about these tools. I try to spread the AI tools in my environment, but most of the teachers are still afraid of using AI tools.
Yes, I get that.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, why do you think there's this fear from teachers of using the AI tools?
That's what I was wondering. Good question.
What field? Can you ask the question again?
Why
Yeah,
why do you think the teachers
afraid?
are fearing the use of the tools?
Use of AI tools. Okay. They don't have enough using technology skills. They're afraid of technology. Even making a presentation on PowerPoint is hard for them. I don't know why, but they should achieve this because new generation born in technology. They are Indians of the technology, and we are immigrants of the technology. So we have to catch them. But I don't know why they are really afraid of using this kind of tools.
Well, it's glad to see that you are promoting the use of AI and slowly gaining more acceptance in the use of AI, because it does have a lot of transformative, positive impact in the classroom, from what I can see and from your own personal experiences. Do you have any specific experience where you found that AI was especially useful or impactful in your classroom?
For example, yesterday I created a picture card by the help of AI image creator. And I talk about it with my students. For example, I was teaching present continuous tense. How do they use it? and I give them a kitchen picture. There were lots of kids on it, and there are some of them cooking, some of them doing their homework, and they make sentences about it. Or I have a song just written by AI to me. And I started my lesson by using this song. These are the specific fields maybe that I use in my lessons.
What does technology look like in Turkey where you are? Like, for students? Like, do they all have devices? Do you have class sets of devices? Do they use laptops, iPads? Like, what does that look
Yes.
like in order to like make these things happen? Especially hearing that like teachers are just kind of like not even PowerPoint savvy, which is really interesting. So yeah, can you just tell us a little bit more about what education in Turkey looks like as a whole and in comparison to kind of the things you're talking about?
They use a lot, actually. Our students use a lot technology, for example, tablets, iPads, computers, laptops, phones. They are using them completely. They're better than us. And we have smart boards in our classrooms. We have to use it also. But as I said, some of the teachers are afraid of using it, but we have really good teachers to use technology in their lessons also, but not too much.
Can you tell us about how do you teach or do you teach, and if you do, how do you teach your students to use AI? Like, do you use it just as a teacher, or have you been starting to bring that in and teaching that to your students as well?
Yes, I can give an example about it. For example, image creators. I read a story, but I don't tell the end of the story. Then I give them an assignment. Please create the final scene of the story by using AI. They can do it really impressively. For example, they create lots of scenes about the story and ending scenes. I try to push them to use AI, not just use the technology to play games.
So what kind of AI tools do you teach your students to use? Like, do you teach them ChatGPT? Do you teach, what platforms do you use with them?
They can use ChatGPT or Bard to translate or for a subject, they can use it. Also, as I said, image creators, they can use it. For now, that's all because they're too little and it can be hard to use any other tools for them.
Oh, is there any specific things about the role of AI in education that we haven't discussed that you find particularly exciting or concerning and you would like to highlight to our listeners?
I can say about hard skills and soft skills. You know, AI, how can I say? AI tools always help me, but just using AI tools doesn't make you a good teacher. But AI tools utilized by a good teacher can create a transformative impact in education. And we should try to boost our students' soft skills like effective communication, making presentations, creativity, or oracy skills. Because hard skills have already been seized by AI. AI knows everything, but it's important to have to present the knowledge. We have to boost their soft skills. We have to focus on this point, I think.
Yeah, I think you got it that's something that's definitely very important.
Yeah, I appreciate bringing up the point of hard skills and soft skills because, in my experience over the last few years, those soft skills have really gone away, and it's become more important than ever. It feels like to teach those soft skills in order for them to have access to some of those harder skills.
Yeah.
So awesome.
I think so.
Wonderful. This has been an incredible conversation. You have brought so many ideas out in so many ways that people can use AI. And hopefully this is a conversation that people listen to and say, maybe I don't need to be so afraid of AI if it can do all of these things to assist me.
Yeah, you don't need to. Really, they are easy to use. Really, just prompting is important. How to give prompts. This is important. We have to use writing. We have to learn how to write a prompt. When we give the right prompt to AI, it can create incredible things for us.
Since you brought that up, can you tell us, how did you learn how to prompt, and like what do you do? Because if I'm a teacher who's never done it, like, and I have no idea, and I just go into ChatGPT and just type in whatever, like, you're right, we need specific prompts. So what's that process been like for you?
I took courses online how to write a prompt, and I download some sheets how to write prompts in education for educators. I follow these things and I try to learn. I still try to learn, but I see the importance of writing prompts properly.
No, we need that secret sheet you have to write prompts for our listeners.
Yeah, I can send them to you.
I think that actually brings us full circle, because you led with just saying you're a lifelong learner, and here you are talking about how you are continuing to learn, how AI drives continuous learning, and even having to learn things like how to prompt, and then what tools to use, and then how to use those tools. Like, it is really a learning process, but it's a wonderful learning process. And when you figure it out, AI truly can become a tool that we can use to assist us and make life as an educator a little bit easier. And so I really appreciate that you brought that all the way back for us. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. Being here with you are incredible. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure. So as we close things up here, I just want to open it up to if Ghazali, Sila, do you guys have any sort of final words before we wrap things up?
I think she has basically highlighted the importance of AI, and there's just one small portion that probably we could have expanded on, is the need for teacher training to use the AI, because of this fear, or teachers are afraid to use AI in the classroom. And how I think if they see how useful it is, we will have definitely got more buy-in for them to use the AI in the classroom. And it will definitely, in the end, impact our students in our students' outcomes.
Sila, any final thoughts from you?
No, thank you. Thanks for your invitation again.
All right. So while we talked about so much, and Ghazali, I agree, highlighting that idea of teacher training. I know a lot of these AI systems, I know like magicschool.ai, you can actually do a training and earn a certificate for like having trained with them. And so there are trainings out there that are free with these programs if teachers want to, learn them. But I also think something we haven't really touched on in either of these parts is how important it is for schools to get on board with AI and start coming up with guidelines for how AI should and should not be used, teaching that to students, teaching students how they can, how they should, how they shouldn't use AI. I think that's really got to start happening. And then with that, training teachers, because obviously leaders need to train teachers so that teachers can train students. But the fact here is that AI is here. It's here to stay. People are going to need to get on this train or they are going to be left at the station. So, but we talked about tons here from Sila gave us tons of ways that we can use AI. I'm not even going to try to summarize all of them. Like if you didn't catch them, go back to the beginning of the episode, go to that second chapter because there's
Listen
lots
again.
there.
Yeah. Listen 4 or 5 times.
She answered like all of our questions before we could ask them. Like just incredible. So we really appreciate you being here and dropping the knowledge that you have. It's just been wonderful to talk to you. Ghazali, as always, it's wonderful to be with you. Our
pleasure.
Our next episode comes out on March 11th. So we're just really excited to continue this journey, to keep having guests with us. So to all of our listeners, please remember to subscribe and to share our podcast with all of the educators that you know, because our mission here is simply to support education, support educators, and have an impact on education however we can all around the world. So once again, this has been Teachers Talking. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.